This is Russia. And this is the Christophe de Margerie, flagship of the Russian commercial Arctic fleet carrying liquefied natural gas. On 17th of August 2017, it completed its first commercial trip. It went from Europe to South Korea along the Russian northern coast, and did that without the help of an icebreaker. So what's the big deal? Over the last 30 years, the sea ice in the Arctic Ocean has been melting rapidly, opening up a bunch of passageways along the Russian coastline. An opportunity of a lifetime, huh? As the biggest future beneficiary of global warming, Russia went hard to become one of the world's most important naval powers and establish one of the most lucrative trade routes of the 21st century, the Northern Sea Route. The aim was to connect Asia-Pacific with Europe. Why bother? In short, it's all about money and power. The Northern Sea Route could make a commercial trip cheaper and faster than any existing route. Check this, it cuts more than a quarter of the route to Shanghai, with Shanghai being the busiest container port in the world. But what's more, it could lessen the critical dependence of the Chinese economy on the single biggest bottleneck of the world trade, the Strait of Malacca. Right now, 60% of China's oil imports pass along it. The Northern Sea Route could become a very comfy backup shipping lane for its energy imports. So no wonder why China poured money into Russia, $35 billion in the last 20 years to be precise. A big chunk of that money went into construction of the port of Sabeta, the heart of the Northern Sea Route. Located to the northeast of the Yamal Peninsula, the port of Sabeta stands on a gigantic natural gas field. Here Russia built a liquefied natural gas plant, Yamal LNG. 20% of it belongs to the China National Petroleum Corporation. Another 10% were bought by the China's Silk Road Investment Fund. Russia signed 2 long-term deals with China's energy companies, planning to supply LNG to the Chinese market for the next 15 years. But how to transport these volumes to China? Russia placed an order for 47 LNG carriers to travel through the ice. When French energy corporation Total became a major investor, Russia named its first LNG carrier after its former chairman and CEO, Christophe de Margerie. See this mustache? Just like the real one, right? 2022 was a record year for the Northern Sea Route. 72 ships passed through it. More than a third of them came to Chinese ports. From being a marginal shipping lane, the Northern Sea Route went to mainstream at no time. And by 2040, in less than 20 years, it is projected to become profitable. Or rather, it was projected a year ago. Then Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And the echo of this war that has been going on since 2014 reached the Arctic. With French and Chinese energy companies pulling out of Russia under the pressure of sanctions, Russia's dream of becoming irreplaceable in the global energy trade seems to vanish like a mirage. But will it? The next few years will show, are sanctions working, and will it be enough to restrain Russia's aggression? To understand that, we should be watching one place: the Northern Sea Route.